Hey everyone, welcome to Issues That Matter. I am your host, Rashida Omalade Sule, here at the Omega Studio ATL. It's been a while, but I'm really excited to say I'm here. Today's topic is going to be about, cheating. And the reason why I want to talk about cheating is because I get a lot of people emailing me or texting me, talking about the things that they're going through. And I just want to put out there that my advice for that type of situation, if you're dating and you have a guy that's cheating on you already, maybe he's not the guy for you. Because if he's already dating and courting at a point where you're trying to figure out who this lady is or who this man is, and if they're already doing that to you, maybe they're not the one. And if you're married and the first couple of years the man is cheating on you or the lady is cheating on you, because what's going on right now is there's a lot of cheating going on. What's really happening, guys? What's really happening? You're married, you have these children. Can it be that you're not satisfied with what you're being given at home? Can you talk to your wife? Is she too loud? Is she not giving you the sex that you want, the type of sex that you want? Maybe you guys need to sit down and really talk about it, because everything is communication. The bad implication of cheating is that it damages the family. Because they say that the devil comes to kill, steal, and to destroy. So he's coming to kill, to steal, and to destroy your home. And he's using you to do that. And then you have to look at it's not just your life. You have children in the midst of this relationship. Whatever you do, they will eventually tailor it to the T. Whatever you do as a father, they will tailor it to the T. And if it's you that's the wife, the mother that is doing this, trust me, that wrath would not pass over your children. It will come upon your children, where things will begin to happen with your daughters, and you will not be able to understand, you know, um, where it's coming from, because obviously it's what you did. Yes, you ask for forgiveness. God is very, very, he's such an amazing God that he will forgive you, but does not say that the wrath would still not continue to happen. So I watched the movie War Room, and it took us back to a woman being extremely prayerful. Ladies, I'm sorry that we've been given so much responsibility. I do apologize. But I realized, and I took that upon myself a long time ago, that the responsibility that a woman has been given when she's about to, when she's married, it's a lot. We cook, we clean, we satisfy the man. Hopefully, y'all satisfying the man at night. You work, you have friends, you have occasions that you like to go to. All of this. But at the end of the day, your first ministry is your home. And your home being the first ministry, you cannot do it by yourself. You see, if you're trying to run around and do all of this stuff with like a chicken with no head by yourself, without the spirit of the living God, you would fail every time. But if you have the spirit of the living God, then you're good. Why? Because God will begin to orchestrate your steps to what's the next thing to do and perfect that thing that you're going to do. Now, prayer is extremely important. Prayer is like having 10 twin sisters doing things on your behalf. You're not the only person doing things anymore. That's prayer. That's you asking God, I can't do this by myself. God, I cannot take care of these children by myself. God, I cannot satisfy this man by myself. God, I need to cook this stew, make this stew good, make it satisfying to my husband, and you cannot do that by yourself. So I promise you, if you've been cheated on, it's extremely painful. Painful. I know it. Why? Because I've dated and things like that happen during one or two of my dates. And I know how I felt. So now being married and to be cheated on, it's hard. But before all of that happened, cover your man with the blood. Cover your home with the blood. Cover your children with the blood. Get close to God. Be more prayerful. Be fun. Don't just turn into a prayer warrior in the house and all you're doing is and that's all you do. No. Be fun. Play with your husband sometime. Go out with him sometimes. My aunt and my uncle, they came into town this weekend. And I'm always the type that, once I see couples, I always like to, you know, um, ask them questions and see how, because they've been married now for over 26 years. And I like to ask them questions. How did they do it? How did it work out? That's what I do. And my uncle said that he's always had a goal and had it in mind that he was going to get married, have a wife, and be there for his children. And every year they were going to travel, family vacation. He did that every year. My aunt said that when she got married to her husband, being that her husband was much older than her, she expected him to have finished all the shenanigans and the cheating and the all of that, all of that. But unfortunately, he wasn't done with that yet, you know. And he came into the relationship and they got married. And eventually, what basically happened was maybe he was still tweaking on the side, doing that on the side. And she would argue and she would fight and they would go through all of that. But at the end of the day, she just felt like, you know what? Let me go into my war room and pray. And the prayer sustained the man. The things that he did, he just didn't like doing no more. So it's only God that can help out that situation. So if you're being cheated on or you're not being respected, let's come together as husband and wife. Let's talk about it before, ladies, before you start talking to the man. Make sure you just came out of your prayer room or your war room and you sit down and ask God to give you the the stability to not be all up in his face, but to calm yourself down, to be more of a good listener. Now, if the man is the type of man that don't really want to talk about it, maybe he doesn't want to talk about it then. No problem. Cook his nice meal, let him eat, do what you love to do. Take your kids out, clean up your home, enjoy yourself, live your life because God gave you the life to live. And God forbid when we do go and meet God in heaven, we're not going as, joints or joint heirs. We're going separately. And everybody's going to account for what they did and did not do. Okay? So my thing is, I understand the pain, the betrayal, the this and the that. But at the end of the day, the only thing that works is for you to do your part. Always make sure that you do your part. Stop being in his face like this. No. The other day I went to go give my son a haircut. Took my boys to the barber to get their hair cut. And I'm sitting there and the guy that owns the shop is cutting someone's hair and someone is cutting my son's hair and a lady walked into the shop, went straight to the man that owns the shop, all up in his face, and I need 5 minutes and I need this and you need to talk to me. Why's the girl here? Why? Didn't even look at, this is his place of work. Why would you belittle yourself that small? Go into where this man worked and just destroy everything for him. And when she realized that the man was not paying her any attention because he says, I'm cutting someone's hair. At least let me finish and we can go out and talk. The woman was like, no. She went to where the circuit system was and shut down the circuit system and there was no light. And that's when it became my business. And I told her, I said, woman, this is my first time coming to the shop. I don't know you from Adam and I don't want to get into your business. But the thing is, my son's hair needs to be cut and I need to be out of here in the next 20 minutes. This show that you're putting on because you need to talk to a man, he don't need this type of attention. I would have expected you to be a lady, come in, have a seat. Let him finish with what he needed to do, which is to get money to eventually pay for home and take care home. Let him do that. Let him finish with his customers. His customers really didn't need to know what was going on in his home. But everything in the home, you brought it to the shop. And she apologized. And I told her, look, you don't need to do this. This man will eventually come home and you talk about it as an adult. Because when you do the it's just totally disrespect. In the word of God, God says, men, love your wives because they are not naturally lovers. Let me take that back. They are lovers, meaning that sex. But they are not, they don't have the nurturing system that we have where you get pregnant, you have a child, you nurture that child for 9 months, give birth to that child, and you have that natural togetherness with that child, that natural bond. Men don't have that. So God instructed them to love their wives. And what did he instruct you, lady? He instructed you to have respect for the man at all times, not just sometimes. So you all up in his face and da 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 da. What is that supposed to do for that man? That's why you will see a lot of men leave their beautiful wives to go marry this God knows what she looking like, but she's giving him exactly what gives him peace. What gives him peace, which is the respect that she gives him. So ladies, the men are just asking for respect. Every now and then they're gonna make a little boo-boo. Every now and then they're gonna do something stupid. But it's up to us. Like I said in the beginning, God has given us a lot to be responsible for. And our husbands is part of our responsibility. Our children are our responsibility. Our home is our responsibility. Keeping that in the blood of Jesus. Keeping him in the blood. The children in the blood. That when your children go to school, the teachers will favor them. Your children will love their teacher. The teachers will love the children. They'll begin to do good things. Your husband, he will prosper. You will prosper. I mean, come on. This is what we have to do. It's our job. It's what we are called to do. And we must do it. So when we are talking about cheating, men is extremely painful when a woman is cheated on. And I know some men are being cheated on by their women being out there. Ladies, at the end of the day, I promise you, you lose more. You lose more if you're out there not using your body as a living sacrifice. You're not hurting just you, you're hurting your family. And every Tom, Dick, and Harry that you're out there sleeping with, they're pouring spirits of all the girls they've slept with. They're pouring that spirit into you. You're now taking that spirit home and bringing all kind of spirits into your abode, your home. Same thing for the man. You go out there and you're sticking yourself into this woman, becoming one with another flesh that does not belong to you, that is not yours. But you're going there and your loins and who you are as a man, you're pressing it upon this woman who is not your woman, who is not the woman that God has ordained you to be with. And all the man that she has slept with come back into your spirit. And you take the spirit back home to your wife and your children. And then you're wishing, oh, my son is going to be a doctor. This one is going to be a lawyer. This one will be the president of the United States of America. Really? Really? And the same thing that brought you down is going to bring them down. Can you imagine he being the president of the United States of America and a woman brings him down? Bam. Just like they did Samson. Delilah. There's so many Delilahs out there who is ready to cut your hair off. Cut everything that you are about off so that you don't get the glory. So many Delilahs that you guys are giving yourself to. And at the end of the day, what is your gain? A little 2-minute what is your gain? You could have did that at home. The spirit is fighting you. You can only fight it spiritually. You cannot fight spiritual things with physical. You have to fight spiritual things with spiritual, which is asking God to help you because you can't do it on your own. So as your wife is praying for the home, men, you are responsible to pray for yourself and to pray for your home. You are the head of that household. You are the covering of that home. And your home is your responsibility. So your wife is doing her part. It is your duty to do your part. So that at the end of the day, when we do die, and go up to our Father in glory, He will say, "Well done, you faithful servant, that you have done your best and you left the rest and everything else for God." So that is my message for you guys today. Whether men, whether women, pick it, use it, do what you need to do with it. But the devil is out there to kill, steal, and to destroy. Let that not be your portion. Let him not come into your home and turn your home into a garbage bin. Thank you so much once again for watching Issues That Matter. I love you as always. And as I say, this is just Rashida's opinion. You ain't got to do what I say. It's just Rashida's opinion. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Take care, guys.